Hello and welcome to The Balance. I'm your host, Andreana Jackson. I'm a realtor with over a decade of experience in the Miami real estate market. Today we honor Black History Month, and I have special guests from the Delou African Dance Company, internationally known and stationed here in Miami. I am joined by founder and the president,
Njeri Plato.
Njeri Plato.
Yes.
Welcome, madam.
Thank you.
Storyteller, Renee Allong.
Yes.
Welcome.
That is me.
And brand ambassador, dancer,
Yep.
Asha Dorsey. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you. We've been trying to make it happen. We were able to do it. And let's just dive right into it, ladies. Ms. Plato, please tell me about why you founded Delou.
Oh, it was a necessity. It was a void in the community that needed to be filled. I love traditional West African folklore dance. I went to Senegal, West Africa in 1985. Went back in 1987. Someone there told me, do you have a company in Miami? I said, no, I just take classes. The way you move. And, they just looked at me and said, you need to have a company. Her name is Awa Jupe. And she said, you need to name the company Delou Africa. So I came back with that information and that vision that she put into me. And I started Delou in 1987.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yes.
Ms. Allong.
Yes.
Tell me, how did you get involved?
Well, with Delou, I got involved once I came to Florida.
Okay.
But African dance, I got involved in New York, Pearl Primus.
Okay.
I met her and then took a journey to Washington, D.C. And then I took a journey to Florida and actually started with Anita, a mutual friend of ours, we know. And then Delou came on the scene and they were doing traditional African dance that I was just always pulled to. So I started up with Delou. Yeah.
So you were there for the founding?
No. So you're about, close on 40 years with Delou?
Next year will be 40 years. Yeah.
And I have known Njeri like maybe 25, 30 years. So I was not at the beginning. Yeah.
But just as important.
But yes. Oh, thank you. But, we met at dance class.
Anita's dance class.
Yes, we met at Anita again, her dance class. And you were in the South and we were in the North. South Florida.
From Cutler Ridge.
Oh, okay.
All the way down south, and used to come to take the classes with Anita. And Anita, I would just mention, her name is Anita Macbeth, and she was one of the senior dancers for Chuck Davis Company.
Okay.
Traveled different places. We were just talking to her yesterday. She went in Greece, England, all these different places with Baba Chuck Davis.
Okay.
And can you just speak on Baba Chuck and for our audience that may not know who he is?
Yes. Well, Baba Chuck, he has a lot going on. But we will start with the fact that he brought a lot to America. He used to go to Gambia and bring back all these dances and history and music. He had a company in, I believe it's North Carolina, either North or South Carolina. And it was called American Dance Company, I believe. So he was very popular. He was very famous. People can look him up, Davis, Chuck Davis. And he came down to Miami when we started our Dance Africa Miami. He's the founder of Dance Africa in Brooklyn Academy of Music in New York City.
Okay.
He knew of us. He knew of Anita more than even myself, but I know of Baba Chuck. And when he came to our opening, which was in 2010, he decided that he wanted us to name it Dance Africa Miami. It was at that time called African Diaspora Dance and Drum Festival of Florida.
Okay.
And we kept it for a while to make it right out. But then in 2016, all these years that Baba been coming, and he's been giving us a Bible. We call it a Bible because it was a guide for us. What we were not doing right, this is what I need you to do. He just came and observed. And in 2016, we applied for a grant with the Miami Foundation and received it to expand our audience and to bring Dance Africa Miami into fruition. Baba Chuck. He passed maybe 2 years later, but he gave us his blessing. So Baba Chuck is someone very big in our community. We always give him the blessings when we're having this is going to be our 16th year, I believe, coming up in July to August. It will be July 31st to August 2nd. We always pour libation for him because this was his idea. Yeah.
Well, amen to that. Miss Dorsey.
Yes. So I came to know Delou Africa literally just by seeking out. I came to South Florida, Miami area back in 2016. I just gotten a new job, and it was my first big girl job. I was getting a little stressed out, and I said, you know what? I need my outlet.
So hold on one second. Where did you come from?
Philadelphia.
Okay.
But I was born and raised in Philadelphia. And then
you went to Spelman.
And then went to Spelman for my undergrad, and that's really where I honed in on African dance.
Okay.
I had a great dance teacher there, Sister Omelika Kumba. So she really helped me with my technique and helped me realize this is the type of dance that I really wanted to keep pursuing, because I did have a history of dance with ballet, tap, jazz, modern, point, like all the genres.
Okay.
But traditional West African dance is really what kept me going, kept me dancing. So when I moved here in 2016, I literally said, I need to find my outlet. I need to find my passion, because I had all this like built up anxiety and I needed my release. And so I literally Googled West African dance, and Delou Africa was the first thing that popped up.
Great.
First thing to pop up. Came to class maybe a couple of times, and then one of the dancers said, hey, let's try you out in our company. And I've been with them since 2018. Yep.
Amen to that.
Yes.
Miss Plato, can you tell us what Delou means?
Delou, okay. Delou, like I said, when I went to Senegal, the name was given to me. It means back or return to.
Okay.
Yes. So, going back to Africa, is very important. And you can go there physically, you can go there spiritually, or you can go there culturally. Right? So, therefore, returning to Africa is always our resource. We have to remain, what is the word I'm looking for? Relevant. So, in having a dance company, in teaching children, adults, families, you have to know what's up and coming. So that's why we travel to West Africa. Asha went a few times now with us. So it's very relevant in terms of what does return, why is that part of it? Because you have to do your research. You have to go back in order to move forward. And we represent that through the Sankofa bird. Things of that nature. But it's just the resource, because you do not know where you're going if you don't know where you come from. I know people hear that all the time, but it's so true. You have to know some sort of history, else then people can tell you whatever they want to tell you.
Correct.
Right? So, so that's what Delou means, return or back to. And we use that as our foundation to create.
So I was fortunate enough on this past weekend to take a class.
Yeah.
And I just want you to go kind of into the class, because it was something that I've never experienced before. One, there's actually a live drummers, and we can go into that. And we did a special dance. It was I believe it was the Banu?
Bow.
So
Bow.
yeah, the rhythm is called bow
Uh-huh.
from the Toma people
Okay.
in Guinea. So that dance and almost of all West African dance rhythms have some type of intention behind the dance.
Mm-hmm.
So that dance was a rites of passage dance for girls and sometimes boys. So it is nice. It's really nice when we have women and men dancing because you have that feminine energy, you have that masculine energy. So every dance class, the teacher will let us know what rhythm that we're doing, the origin of the rhythm, the history. Sometimes there's a song for the rhythm that we learn. And then after we learn that initial part of it, then you know how to move. There has to be intentions behind your movements.
Correct.
And so when we know the intention behind the dance and the rhythm, I think that helps with the nuances of the dance more. That helps you be more grounded, I believe. And then after we go through the choreography, we go down the dance class line by line, and it tends to get a little bit more advanced the more experienced you are in traditional West African dance. And then I asked you how, your experience was, and you said it was nothing that I expected. I said, well, that's great. That's great. Sometimes we have something called a bantaba, which we do, and it's a circle that we have of people that can drum, they can dance, they can go in the middle, show off their moves, they can do duets and trios or solos. So the next time you come, hopefully we can have a bantaba and you can show off some moves.
Expression. We call it also a circle of expression.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get in that circle and, no judgment. You just go out there and feel what you feel.
Yeah.
And hopefully we feel it with you.
Yes.
So,
yes, ma'am.
As the storyteller that I call myself, that my sisters have called me, Delou is the one that encouraged me to storytell. Because as Asha, I don't dance as much anymore, but I find my place with the storytelling. So, you look at the dance, and dance in itself is the storytelling. So when as you were dancing on the weekend, on Saturday, it's a story that you're telling with your move. And that's how, in the tradition, there is, we can explain, that this is a rites of passage, it's an initiation. But imagine in real life, this happened every year. It wasn't explained to anyone, as, yes, maybe initially the girls or the boys were, you're going through a rites of passage now, you're becoming an adult, maybe all that in the back. But imagine that, as they come out in the village, they're just doing their dance,
right?
And they're telling the story with the dance that they're doing.
And so you come in and you tell us the story behind the dance.
Right. We, in present day then, it is,
we try to preserve that history.
Right. We want to explain because we're not on a, in the village where you don't have to explain it in March or when the rains finish or, this is going to happen.
It's a part of their custom.
That's it.
There you go.
It's part of the way they live.
And so you have to approach it with a sense of respect. So when I came in there, I was approaching it, like I would say, like as a journalist. I'm thinking, it's not my everyday dance class. And one, this is you have to show respect to the dance. So there was a lot going through my mind at the time. I'm trying to cook the moves. I'm taking in all the information and processing everything that's happening. I'm still intrigued by the band. There was a young boy playing, and I call it a band, but the drums.
Yeah, the
drums, the drummers. And they came from all walks of life. And they got into it. It was amazing. Everybody came at different times, kind of, and then everybody
the build up. You felt the build up of the music, right?
Yes.
And so I guess that part was kind of intimidating in a way because you're like, oh, this is about to get really serious. And but I stuck with it and I respected it, and I would like to hear more.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
How did you like the breakdown? Being it was your first time, how did you like just the breakdown of the movement?
It was fine. Well, something I'm not as coordinated as some people, so I just needed to like see it more.
Consistency would help you with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, I have to be consistent,
Yeah.
but the breakdown was good just because, like you said, it's like, okay, we practiced these moves a couple of times,
Right.
and then we moved on,
Yes.
and then we built up, and then at the end it was really fun because at each level got to show off their moves.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
And mind you came at the 3rd week. So this is
Right.
a repeated move. So people have come to the class even the 1st week. They know the move. So this is your coming first time, 3rd week.
Right.
So make sure you give yourself grace. But I'm glad you used the word serious when you said, the drummers kept coming one by one. You're like, okay, this is getting more serious. Because our teacher, Akosawa, she was talking about how in West African dance, we have an attire, just like ballet has an attire you wear.
Yes.
So women, they traditionally wear a lapa, which is basically a wrap skirt, which is like wrap skirt. And I think one of the important things to note with traditional West African dance is that there are techniques to it.
Oh yes.
There's definitely techniques to it. Ballet, you have certain techniques. Your feet needs to be outward, your feet needs to be pointed, you need to have correct posture.
Yes.
So those are traditional ballet stances. And as Akosawa explained in our class, our feet are usually at least shoulder width apart, and then you need to be a little bit bent so you don't hurt yourself.
Right, your knees. So keep your knees slightly bent.
Yes.
Because there is a lot of like you're moving with your legs.
Yeah.
Bounce.
Yeah.
There was some jumping.
Yes.
I wasn't ready for that. But in all seriousness, it was enlightening afternoon, and it was kind of a release for me as well.
Okay.
And so I just had to lean it. I just took a deep breath. I was like, "You got to stay with this."
And you did.
And
You did.
The drums do that to you too.
Yeah.
Release, right?
Right.
It's all wrapped up in there. You come to dance and oh my gosh, a live drumming. Well, with the traditional African, we want the live drumming.
Yes.
It's like, we must have the live drumming. Sometimes, yes, there may be setbacks and the drummer not able to come, or maybe the drummer is not in town. But we are blessed. Najari's grandson, he's leaps and bounds. He's very good. The little one
Yes,
is right?
handsome young man.
Right.
He approached it very seriously.
But the drums definitely tell their story along with the story of the dance to really put you there, for you to feel that, for you to experience it. African dance is an experience. It's a living experience. The drum, it regulates your heart. It releases your mind. We have sometimes at the end of class we have people that give testimonies.
No, well, I was going to get to that. So at the end of the class, there was a circle, and what do you call the circle?
A bantaba or circle of life, things of that.
Yes.
Yes.
When we dance, it's a bantaba. And so at the end of it, right, we close it out with the circle where we talk and we do an affirmation.
Community announcements and things.
And before that, though, I noticed that you honored the drummers.
Yes, always thank the drummers.
Yeah.
It's a communication between, well, first of all, our ancestors. It's earthly. We're outside. So when we touch the ground, it's like we're thanking our ancestors. And we're also thanking the musicians. Because I'll tell you something, as a dancer, without those musicians, it's very challenging.
Yeah.
You need the musicians. We can put on a CD or something and say, let's do Jole, and you hear the rhythm Jole, but it's just not the same.
Because you're not connecting, the energy is not there.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. The energy is not there. So that's something we do and was taught to do. But you just feel it's like, if you have mannerism or manners, you're going to say thank you.
Yeah.
because I felt that music.
Yeah.
So which better way to do it than to touch the earth and let the musicians know that we thank you for it. So that's just something that we do in the class.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you want to discuss your instruments?
Sure. So this musical instrument is called the shakerette. As you can see, there's different sizes, and this accompanies the drums that we have. We have the djembe drum, and we have the dudum drums as well. And in the dudum drums, I'm not sure if you were able to see it in class, but there's a big drum in the center. It's called the dudum. Then we have the medium-sized drum called the sangba, and then the smaller drum called the kinkini, and it has a different bass, tenor, and high tones to it.
Okay.
So that's the dudum drums, and then the djembe drums is the one that they have in between their legs.
Okay.
Play with the
Like that.
hands.
So this is shakerette. This is just accompanies. You can play it. We have very, very good shakerette players here. When we have some events like dancing gigs, Mama Njeri and Mama Renee, they're also playing the shakerette with it. This is a replica of the kora. So kora is a much larger instrument.
Big gourd.
Would you say it's, in terms of size, kind of like the bass, like how big it is? It's pretty big. It's
a
very big
gourd.
very big.
I was going to say this instrument looks like the banjo, which did come from Africa.
Yes. So this is just a replica because the kora has how many strings? 21 strings.
Okay.
And things to tune it, but this is just some
And show them
decoration.
how you hold it. Turn it this way. Yeah, stand up.
And so it's
very
this.
huge, and they play
Okay.
like this.
And-
And you can walk around with it. More advanced players.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a different instrument, but you can see where other instruments came from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I will say that all of this, what they may have in common is the gourd.
The wood.
This is called a calabash or gourd.
Okay.
Right? It's from like the pumpkin family.
Okay.
Right? The squash family, but it's just a harder type. And what you do, I call it what is it called? The forbidden fruit. Because it's not something you can eat.
Oh, okay.
It has seeds and everything. You got to clean it out. You can actually cut bowls, make spoons, make forks. And this, a lot of times in Africa and in the Caribbean, we cut it and this is what we eat out of.
Yeah.
So it comes already in the shape.
No.
No.
Yes, it comes already. I'm sorry. Speaking,
Yeah.
it comes already and you may cut it down or, yes, different shapes.
May I touch it?
Of course.
So it's hollow,
It's hard because you dig out.
but
the
it is a
seeds.
strong surface.
It is a strong surface. You may have some weaker, have some stronger.
And this
it's
came
very
from
delicate.
Africa? What part of Africa?
Well, this is not from Africa. You can find this in the Caribbean, and they do have them in Africa, but these are not. This was actually made by a gentleman called Ed. His name is Eddie Osborne.
Yep.
Okay.
And he is African American, and he make replicas of all these things. So he's always selling or giving us or contributing to Delou with these instruments. It's called a shakerette.
Right. So actually, these are grown here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it has seeds.
Okay.
It's on a vine. It's like, so this would be like, the rest of it would be like a cone. And it has like a knob that's connected to the vine. So
like a pumpkin.
vine.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Squash kind of family. So you break it off. You break the fruit off. And then you open it. You cut it out. Dig
it.
the inside.
Can you play it for us?
Sure.
This is the queen. She's the
I
queen
know.
of
Come on,
shakerette.
Patrick. You hear that little bass?
Right. You create the bass.
Yeah, you hear that.
Yes.
Bass. And one of our members, who's retired now, but she shows up every so often.
Right.
She's the queen of. She she's a Philly person too.
Right.
She teaches all of us, and she has all the technique. I don't have a technique. I just have the soul. So I just play. When I hear a rhythm, she's like, oh, Njeri, it's sounding good. But she has a, like she goes, shake the Ray.
Yeah.
Shake the Ray. I don't have that. So my girl Sheila,
do the class.
she does a Shaker Ray class.
God bless Sheila.
Yes. Yeah. So just like you have drum bands or Shaker Ray bands too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And actually, Sheila plays the drum. She plays the
the doon-doons. Yeah. And what is the company that plays the Shaker Ray? Like, it's a
the
woman
women.
company?
Yeah, it's in Atlanta. The Atlanta company.
It's one of them. I'm sorry I don't have that in, but they play the Oh my God, they are awesome.
Toss it upside down. And
yeah. Throw it up in the air, but they keeping it going. It's like, really good.
Yeah.
So tell me about your performances.
You want to talk about the upcoming ones?
Yes, you can talk about upcoming performances.
So we have a couple of upcoming performances. One of them is going to be on Valentine's Day, February 14th. That's going to be at the Perez Art Miami Museum.
Okay.
So we will, and these are public events. So people can come in. We have all this advertised on our Instagram, Facebook.
What's your Instagram and Facebook?
Instagram name, you can literally just search Delou Africa. So that's DELOU space Africa. And then you can look at it on all types of social medias. Then you'll find our most latest and recent news updates on those platforms. So we have that event. That's a public event. And then our next one is going to be on February 28th. That's at Gibson Park. She said those are her old stomping grounds.
That's my old stomping ground.
Yeah. So that's our other public events. But, we usually have a lot of things coming in February. So there's going to be a lot more. I just already know there's going to be a lot more.
I'm sure you're busy.
Yes. But we typically do public events, or we do private events, weddings, any types of rites of passage ceremonies. Okay. And we're not only in Miami. We've been all across the country, but we usually tend to stick to South Florida, like locally. But yeah, we're all over the country. And not only do we do public or private events, we do events for the community. We've had events in the past. One of them was called the Big Mass Fest. We brought the group down from Philly and DC, and they introduced all the mass in West Africa. We told a story through dancing and singing. Yes. And that one was called Arts in the Gardens right? And that was a community family event, all free. And we do also events that are that serve the children as well, because like you noticed, the young boy drumming, her grandson, Amir, it's important. It's so important to pass it on to the next generation. So we always invite children and try to get the parents involved to see the value in traditional West African drum and dance.
Miss Renee, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What does Delou mean to you?
A lot. Where do I begin? Delou has allowed me to honor my ancestors, and that is winning for me. That is the utmost for me to do that, to honor my ancestors. As a little girl, I raised in the Caribbean. We were not taught a whole lot of our African heritage, but I knew it. I knew it in my DNA. And once I came to America, so, America has a special place in my heart because it showed me Africa. I learned of Africa here in America. So for that, I give thanks to America. But so when I came and was able through the arts to really express my gratitude for my ancestors, there was winning. And so it is very important for me as a storyteller to carry on with that tradition, because that tradition preserves the history of it for those of us who want to know.
Yes.
we, Delou, and that Delou means a lot. Again, I'll say that because it is there. It provides it for me, that knowing, and it provided for everyone who wants to know, everybody who has that question where, come and see it through, come and see it, come and feel it by dancing, by even, you can storytell. Anybody can story. You know what You live, and through my storytelling, we storytell with the children. We encourage them. Storytell. Tell your story.
Tell your story.
Yeah.
We all have a story.
When you got up this morning, how did you feel? Talk about your day. What happened in class. In school. What did you have for breakfast? Speak.
It's a very present type of dance and environment. It requires you to be present.
Yes. There you go.
And that's what one of the things I took many things away from it that day, but I did, coming in as a Black woman, it's not a normal dance. And so I kind of had to take a step back from that and just really process what was going on here. And I appreciate you ladies for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What does Delou mean to you?
Delou's my baby.
Well, of course.
It means preservation. It means showing the world what West African folklore, dance, music, culture, storytelling is all about. Delou is a platform that is relevant. People come. I can tell you a little story. Last week, somebody came and they said, it's been ages since I came, but I'm here. And I say, look at that. This was me too. I can't remember who it is. Look at that. Delou's still here 40 years later. So people come and go, but they look for Delou.
They come back.
They come back. Yeah.
There was another lady that day that came back.
Yes, right.
She was like, "Yeah, I've been gone a while."
Yes.
I couldn't tell.
But yes,
she had the moves.
it's the platform for culture. It's a platform to express yourself.
Yeah.
It's a platform to preserve. It's Delou, same word. It's a lot. And it's been struggles.
Yeah.
Even now, present day, to write a grant, you have to take all culture out and diversity and those type of words. And, it's a struggle because that's what we normally deal with.
Right.
That's the people and the community and the village and the neighborhoods and now they're asking us to don't refer to those people. So Delou again. We're still there. We are still going to be there. 40 years later, we
no
will
matter
still
what.
be there.
Yes, ma'am.
For everyone. If the African
No, there was
says,
there was a diverse culture in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The African says, if you can walk, you can dance.
Yeah.
So come, everyone. It's for everyone.
Yes.
And we have a diverse group of people that come in and out, and we want them to feel blessed because the ancestors, that's how they want it. Feel blessed. Come.
Sacred space.
Cool.
We create that sacred space. You may be going through something. We were just talking about a young man that was with us. He's a great dancer, went to New World. Something happened with his head. So he's walking the streets now. But when he comes to the window and he's looking and we try to let him in. We're not charging him. I know this young man. It's a young man, but he has things going on. And the only thing I ask of him, when you come in, I can't let you run my other people away who is paying money for this class. He has a smell. He's on the street. I said, that's all I ask of you. Find a shelter, take a bath. You coming to Delou, you all excited, you can dance.
Yeah.
So we open. I tell people, don't not come because of money. We can work something out. You can do a little community service for us. Come in and have the experience if you don't have that money. We'll work it out. So yeah, it's like a refuge. Delou is also a Mecca because what else is happening? Delou has stood his ground. You may have little groups here and there, but nothing compared to us because we put in the work.
I want to thank you, ladies. This was very insightful conversation, and I wish you guys the best of luck going forward with all your different endeavors. Thank you
so much.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'd like to dedicate this episode in memory of my aunt, Brenda Joyce Rayborn, who left us last month. She was an educator for 43 years in the South Bend school system and one of the pillars of our family. She will be missed.